Gaurav Sawant, our Strategic Affairs Editor, now joining us live. Gaurav, we see the diplomatic channels are working hard to sort of reduce the tension, but the standoff is continuing. But clearly it is showing that Narendra Modi, the Indian government, is not afraid to play cartographic hardball anymore.
You're absolutely right. This is a game of brinkmanship. The Indian troops and the Chinese troops are in a standoff situation, but there isn't a flare-up. There isn't any tension from what my sources in army headquarters are telling me. And government says this is being handled at the military to military level. It hasn't been escalated to the level of the government just as yet. The two armies need to activate their mechanism and decide what's the best road ahead for both of them. As of now, the Indian troops and the Chinese troops are facing off. They've both pitched tents, they've both dug in their heels, and it remains to be seen who blinks first. The government says, let the army sort it out on both sides. The army says, as of now, we've sought 2 flag meetings and nothing beyond. China is in our territory, or China is in what India insists is our territory. The Chinese, of course, have a different claim line. So they say, we'll either talk it over or one side will withdraw. It remains to be seen who blinks first, Sanjana.
Right, Gaurav, though the standoff is currently limited, as we understand, to the southern part of eastern Ladakh, we know that the army has stepped up the patrols all along the line of actual control, sort of stretching from the big Oldie area in the north down to Chumur. So if you can actually shed light on that and sort of elaborate on what the army is in fact planning to do when it comes to geographical coverage.
Well, aggressively patrol the area that India insists is ours and patrol it to India's claim line. India, of course, insists on just patrolling, whether it's Daulat Beg, Oldie or Chumar or Demchok. In all these areas, India patrols till its claim line and comes back. China, on the other hand, twice has now pitched tents to stake its claim. This is something that India is very uncomfortable with. Then again, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, when he interacted with the Chinese president, he said that this is undesirable in a country where the economies, we're keen to link up economies closer. But at the same time, we still do not know whether it's the PLA carrying out its own foreign policy, or does this have the sanction at the highest level, and at what level will now the withdrawal take place. So perhaps a game of brinkmanship could last longer, but there is no tension, the army insists, whether in Chumar or in Demchok or at DBO.
Absolutely. Gaurav Sawant, our Strategic Affairs Editor, thank you so much for bringing us that update.